Hello and welcome to Doing More. I'm Erica Cardenas. Thank you for joining me. Before the hustle and bustle of back to school, I decided to take a little trip here to Tucson, Arizona to enjoy Cox's Movies in the Park here at Reed Park. Cox's Movies in the Park is a free annual event that offers entertainment, activities for the kids, and launches a series of Academy Award-winning movies. While I enjoy this refreshing snow cone, let's take a look at this nonprofit that's providing children with every educational opportunity available despite their family's economic situation.
The Pappas Kids Schoolhouse Foundation was actually founded in 2005. At the time, we were created to support the two largest schools in the United States dedicated to homeless and underprivileged children. Those schools have since closed, and so our purpose has remained around because in the state of Arizona, the homeless statistics here is 29,000 attending public schools just in our state. Pappas Kids has piloted a back-to-school drive and support drive in rural communities in the East Valley in Arizona. We'll be distributing 2,000 backpacks filled with supplies to Santan Valley, Queen Creek, Coolidge, Arizona, and Apache Junction. We're roughly doing about 4,000 backpacks this year, possibly 5,000 if I can actually achieve the goal that I have for Pappas Kids by distributing backpacks filled with supplies for homeless and underprivileged children. The reason I say underprivileged is children that are living in poverty aren't necessarily homeless, but their families are struggling in their households to make ends meet, and school supplies sometimes are not within their family's reach, and so they go to school unprepared and they tend to fail a little bit quicker than some of the other students. We want to take away that barrier. Our backpack program, we had started back in 2005 when we were first founded, and we were providing school supplies for all the students that attended the Thomas J. Pappas Schools for the Homeless. We're going to do the crayons, the markers, the pencils, the paper, and the folders, and rulers, and glue sticks, and erasers, and all the basic supplies. But one thing that our students find in our backpacks is a resource. It's an additional resource that Pappas Kids is here. If they want to participate in an extracurricular activity, they can look up our name, call me, and I'm going to be able to provide them some funding to participate in something other than classroom activities. We want them to be engaged in positive activities in and out of the classroom. Esperanza Prep, the school that we're at today, actually was one of the Thomas J. Pappas schools for the homeless. And so there is a deeply rooted connection between myself, Pappas Kids Schoolhouse Foundation, and this particular campus. And now that they've reopened their doors as a school that serves homeless and underprivileged youth, not just isolated to homeless, but homeless and underprivileged, we want to make sure that they have all the tools for their students and all of the items necessary to help their students go on and finish their education and pursue post-secondary education. So we're here to support them and approximately 63 other schools throughout the state of Arizona currently.
That is how we started our school year, with the backpacks for the kids and the supplies for the kids. And again, this year we received so much support from them with the supplies that I never had to order school supplies for my school. So I was able to reallocate money in other places for curriculum or other opportunities. So that partnership, ongoing partnership, is extremely crucial for us to have.
I'm an adopted child, and I'm a very blessed adopted child, and I grew up in a household that was full of love and struggles. So I find connection in the youth that I work with, because we all have a problem with identifying ourselves because we don't know who we are, where we're at in this world. And being from a homeless household or being from a household of severe poverty, they have that same problem. They cannot identify with where they belong, what group do they belong in. That socioeconomic value that we have within ourselves is so hard to identify at that young age. So I really relate and understand with the youth that I work with. It's such a confidence builder. We want these kids to understand that they're not different. They're not different than any other student. They're going to have all of the same items, all the same tools to succeed in the classroom and to succeed in life. We want them to have that confidence that they're being taken care of. And if they have a need, we can fill it, and they don't have to be embarrassed about it because it's already there. They don't have to reach out. It's there. So that's a big part of the reasoning we do what we do.
The Pappas Kids Schoolhouse Foundation is able to provide all of the basic education necessities children need to succeed in the classroom. They support two very unique programs that help make a difference in the lives of disadvantaged youth in Arizona. Truly an amazing organization. And speaking of unique, check out these djembe West African drummers, a unique duet of African polyrhythms and interactions, just one of the many highlights you'll find here at Movies in the Park. We'll be back with more on Doing More right after this.
Explore more ways that people are leading healthier lives. Head over to Yurview.com for additional videos from your health.
Welcome back to Doing More. I'm in Tucson, Arizona, enjoying Cox's Movies in the Park festivities. Cox Communications launched its first Movies in the Park summer series back in 2003. It originally started with projecting films on a bedsheet to now 15 years later enjoying movies on a 40-foot screen, offering entertainment, giveaways, and games for all ages. As summer break comes to an end, we prepare to go back to school. And one of the ways we do that is by making sure we're all caught up with our immunizations. Take a look.
The Mesa Fire Medical Department provides services to over 480,000 Mesa residences and surrounding cities. Today we are at Superstition Springs Center in Mesa. We are offering free immunizations to children from 0 to 18 years of age. We are providing all childhood immunizations, all the required vaccines that are needed to start school. The eligibility requirements for the immunizations: children must be uninsured, have access, or have an insurance plan that does not cover the cost of immunizations, or they are Native American or an Alaskan Native.
Okay, so this is the information again on the Tdap and the meningococcal vaccine.
We also provide Tdap for adults, which is absolutely free. Vaccines prevent harmful diseases which result in fewer illnesses, fewer deaths, and significant savings in healthcare costs. It's important for the children to get vaccinations so they're eligible to return back to school and to actually enter school for the first time. Here at our monthly clinics, we normally see about 50 to 100 children. We provide immunizations for children throughout the valley and also children that have immigrated from other countries. Estamos aquí dando vacunas gratis con el Mesa Fire Medical Department para los niños recién nacidos hasta la edad de 18 años. Es importante por la salud del niño y también ya van a empezar la escuela y para ellos entrar a la escuela. Si un niño no tiene las vacunas necesarias, no puede entrar a la escuela. Our program is funded through generous grants from the Salt River Pima, Maricopa Indian Community, and the Arizona Department of Health Services. It's important that we have an event like this because it helps improve the health of the children in our community. For additional information, visit mesaaz.gov. Under the Mesa Fire Medical Department page, you can click on immunizations.
Back to school preparation can be stressful at times, so we're grateful for organizations that ease that stress and help the community. One organization that's a big advocate for our community is the Angry Crab Shack. The Angry Crab Shack is an organization that has always supported our first responders and now our veterans. Take a look.
We have Angry Crab Shack. We're a Cajun seafood boil. We're locally operated and owned. There's a lot of spices, there's a lot of flavors. Of course, there's fresh seafood, so if you're a seafood lover, it's a perfect place for you. There's not many places where you can eat with your hands. You can write on the walls, not get in trouble. Our ownership strongly feels good about giving back to the community, and we decided to partner with the Arizona Housing Coalition, which is deals with homeless vets.
Angry Crabs approached me and we sat down and we talked about our mission and how much they care for their veterans and want to serve their veterans and give back. So they kind of do this thing every year where they give a portion of the proceeds throughout an entire month to an organization that they feel is doing good work. We use that money to help support homeless and at-risk veterans. Our goal is to get service providers all together, kind of be a one-stop shop for homeless and at-risk vets.
When you dine with us July 1st through the end of July, the server is going to come up to the table, and if you have a party of two, they're going to write 50 cents on the table just to let you know that the two of you have already donated 50 cents just by sitting down with us. If there's a party of four, they're going to probably write $1 on there. And then for every time that you order a product from one of our partners, they're going to continue to write the donation on that paper. So by the end of the experience, you'll be able to understand at least the impact that you made coming to dine with us, whether it's $1, whether it's 50 cents, whether it's $1.50, $2. It's a small token to say thank you.
We use that money to help homeless and at-risk vets so they can get clothing, they can get hot meals, they can sleep overnight, showers, haircuts, hygiene items, but also get connected with services from the Department of Economic Security, from MVD. They can get legal matters sorted out, they can find housing resources, employment resources, resources for their pets, vaccinations, spay and neuter. The list just kind of goes on and on, but we really just want to get all the services in one place for them and make it easy for them to access it. We couldn't do the work that we do without partners like the Angry Crab Shack. Like, they came in and we were so blown away by their generosity, and it just makes all the difference in the world. We can't do this work without community support.
Listen, we're given a lot of freedoms, and a lot of people make a lot of sacrifices for us to be able to do what we do on a regular basis. So us being able to give back is the least we can do.
People want to come here and eat and know that a portion of that money is going to veterans. They would come here specifically for that reason, not only for the great food, but just to support our veterans. It's great. It's just all of us working together, and that's what needs to happen.
You coming to dine with us for the whole month of July helps make a small impact for our past veterans and what they've given back to us, so thank you.
Definitely a doing more kind of story, and we have more to share, so stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Looking for more fun crafting ideas? Head on over to Yurview.com and watch more videos from Creative Living. Having fun exploring community, culture, food, Imas with Suvita? Head on over to Yurview.com for more videos.
Hi, I'm Erica Cardenas, and welcome back to Doing More. I'm in Tucson, Arizona, at Cox's Movies in the Park, enjoying all of the fun activities outdoors. Did you know that Odyssey Aquarium and Cox Communications have partnered together to present special Cox curriculum activities for grades 1 through 6? Many of the activities meet the STEM guidelines involving science, technology, engineering, and math. Students journey through 7 sections of rivers, lakes, and oceans. Take a look.
My name is Benjamin Brose. My role here at Odyssey Aquarium is an education specialist / animal care specialist. Our field trip program here at Odyssey Aquarium is like an adventure, in my opinion. First, the kids come off the buses, they make their way into the building, and it's a completely different world. The aquarium is designed to follow the journey of a drop of water. So they start off in our aqua lobby with those big orbs of fish floating above them, and just to see their eyes explode with excitement, and then go up the escalator as if they are going into the rivers, raining down in the rivers of Arizona, and then following those rivers through exotic rivers of South America and East Asia, and then to the shoreline where we have penguins, and telling them about that gets them really excited. The curriculum here at Odyssey is developed by looking at what the teachers use through Arizona standards. ASU's Teachers College also helps develop curriculum here at Odyssey Aquarium using the standards as well from preschool to 12th grade. The curriculum helps expand their experience here at Odyssey Aquarium in a number of different ways. I've seen kids come in and have the paperwork with them, where they're using it, they're reading the signage, and they write down their notes. And when also we have our staff are standing around working with the animals, they have that opportunity to stop and ask questions.
So we decided to bring our kids here at Odyssey today because we have been learning a whole unit on sea animals, particularly sea turtles. And so we felt that it was important for the kids to be able to have the opportunity to see firsthand what animals need to survive and how they live in their habitats. The experience here is pretty amazing, being able to see it in firsthand, especially in Arizona where it's just desert. Provides our kids a lot of opportunity to be able to experience what many of them have not been able to experience based on where they live. I believe that our children are going to be able to go back into our classrooms and be able to explore and expand their learning and be able to continue to move forward and learn all about another animal along their habitat.
The curriculum is available for educators online at odysseyaquarium.com on the Education tab, and it's free to download, so go ahead and hop online and find what you need. We do have a Title I scholarship here at Odyssey Aquarium, which is fantastic through our foundation, where those schools had that opportunity to put in for that scholarship. So the classes that can qualify for those field trips are anywhere from K through 12. I'd like to give a big thank you to Cox Communications for making this available for our teachers out there to download anywhere they're at, all the way up in the northern Arizona part to southern Arizona. And of course the teachers themselves downloading this information, getting it to their students, and bringing them in for that awesome experience here at Odyssey Aquarium.
Did you know CASA of Pima County, which is affiliated with the National CASA Association, has partnered with Aviva Children's Services in Tucson, Arizona? The Aviva building allows a safe place for CASA volunteers to interact with their CASA kids. We sat down with Pima County Judge and a few CASA volunteers to discuss the importance of a court-appointed special advocate.
I'm Peter Hochhilly. I'm a Pima County Superior Court judge. I work at the juvenile court, working with kids that are involved in the dependency system, which includes kids that have been removed by the Department of Child Safety from their home, or somehow Department of Child Safety is involved in their lives. When I'm lucky enough to have a CASA, court-appointed special advocate, on my case, I'm able to get information back from them that helps me make decisions for the benefit of the children and the benefit of the families.
My name is Patricia Dean and I'm a CASA volunteer. In the 3 cases I've had involved the parent, and in this case the mother. They were single parent homes, and the mothers were involved in drugs, either addicted to drugs or the selling of drugs, and the impact that has on the children. Really the goal is to get to know the children and to be able to advocate for them in court, and hopefully to allow them to find a permanent adoptive home if they can't go home to their parents.
I'm Linda Hawk, and I am a CASA volunteer here in Pima County. I would encourage anybody to be a CASA and find out how much value they can be to children that are in a really bad place in their life, and how much they can benefit them. I think they will find that they receive as many blessings doing the job as much as they bless the children in doing the job. CASAs are just really important to these children. I think it's because we present as a dependable adult.
I'm John Davis. I'm a CASA volunteer in Tucson. I work with a boy who's 14 years old. His parents' rights have been severed, so he's in the foster care system now. Someday hope to be adopted, but as a child that age, that's a little tough. With the CASA, my role is to be with him as long as he's in the system, and I plan to do that. And that might be 5 years until he ages out. So I hope to be that one calming, steady influence on this child's life that he can count on, which can make a difference. This is a role where there aren't enough men doing it. And a lot of boys and young teenage boys really need male influence that need the role model.
We have a tremendous Latino population. We need Spanish-speaking CASAs so that the children can speak to somebody in their own language. We need African-American CASAs. We really need CASAs from every type of background.
I'm the person who sees the child as a child, when other people involved in the case may only see this child as a number, another person on their caseload. I see the whole person. We have a lot of children here in Arizona who need somebody to look out for them.
We'll be back with more on Doing More right after this.
At Arizona Living, we're always looking for ways to enhance our lives. You can find more of our great lifestyle tips at Yurview.com.
Welcome back to Doing More. I'm here in Tucson, Arizona, enjoying Cox's Movies in the Park. And joining me now is Cox's Community Relations Specialist, Melly Acuna. Welcome, Melly.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having us. Talk to us a little bit about Movies in the Park. What can people expect when they come here?
Well, it's a lovely evening event for all the family.
We play family-friendly films, and we typically try to get the latest hits from whatever was more popular in the movie theaters. We typically try to have it that summer, and we hold these every Friday evening around sunset. Then the movies come on. We have food truck vendors that come out here, so there's food for the family, but they're also welcome to bring their own picnics. A lot of people do come out with their chairs or their blankets, and they set up snacks for the whole family, and it's completely free, which is the best part of it.
Absolutely, that's a bonus for the summertime, especially.
Absolutely.
Now, Movies in the Park has a really interesting story of how it started. Just briefly touch on that.
Yeah, it's really hard to imagine, but back in 2003, we started off with Movies in the Park on a blanket screen. So we had a projector on a blanket, picture yourself outside in your own backyard, and people loved it. So it started growing and continued to grow. We went from a 20-foot screen to now a 40-foot screen.
Wow.
And so we attract hundreds of people out to Reed Park.
Now, Melly, you have some really fun and cool entertainment that happens here as well. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so we have jumping castles, face painting, the food trucks, as I mentioned, but we also tend to theme up our Movies in the Park events with the movie. So, for example, at Coco was our first movie this summer. We had folklorico dancers, mariachis coming out and playing music, and tonight for Jumanji, we had a drummer. So we always have awesome live entertainment.
So now you're going to go like this. Okay? You're going to go. Exactly. Right, left. I love djembe. I love djembe.
Yeah, those drummers were absolutely
They were amazing.
so cool. And so, what else can we expect? Any last tips for people to come out here when they come to Movies in the Park?
You know, I would say just get here early enough to save a seat. We typically start all activities at 6 o'clock. We know that's a little rough during the summer, but get here as early as you possibly can, save your spot, bring the whole family, and enjoy.
Enjoy, perfect. If you'd like more information on Movies in the Park, visit Yurview.com. I want to thank Autumn and Melly from Cox's Community Relations for having us at Movies in the Park here in Tucson, Arizona. Summer break is almost over, so be sure to take advantage of the time you have left before school's back in session. I'm Erica Cardenas, and I'll see you next time on the next Doing More.